Dorian Thompson-Robinson, to me, is more than just a fancy moniker, Tim. He's really evolved into a player that can be a difference maker. Now, he's had the affinity in the past to take the life out of plays, but now he's making quality decisions and doing the things that you expect from a lead quarterback. I just love everything about his game. I love particularly the way Chip Kelly has shepherded him through these last years since arriving 2018. He is another player altogether.
Kashmir Allen made that catch, a gain of 9, so second and a yard to go. And now you see the moves of one Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Nice tack.
Out ahead for the first down. Loved our visit with him yesterday, too. He understands that he's got some panache to his game, but boy, has Chip Kelly seen him settle down. He doesn't take sacks for losses. They get the ball out of there quickly, and he can also devastate you with his arm. Here's Charbonnet, another of the
by this back end here.
Curl pattern goes incomplete. Versions 55%. DTR on the quick slant underneath.
Early.
Charbonnet with a couple of carries. A yard away, and here's DTR, our secondary. That's going to hurt them down the road.
You can't overstate the importance of them.
No. Coming out of the backfield.
Got two other guys helping.
Second down and 5.
Nice leverage.
DTR streaking down the sideline. He's got his man, and that is a beast. That's Ezeki. Michael Ezeki.
Field, what a wonderful move.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson with time. Shoots it down to the 20-yard line. A beautiful catch.
He's hit you on the edges, the crossing routes. Now expect for Charbonnet to get involved in it on the ground. What a great courage shot right there.
49 yards on one. Now Chip Kelly is going to work.
Well, the eyes are great, right? He comes from the first to second and then waits on the inside to clear, but it's a tight window, Tim.
Yeah.
But he puts that ball on a dart. 3 defenders in range. Excellent target.
Dumps it off underneath. That's Kashmir Allen.
5 receiver set. Nice.
He's going to keep it. Move that pile. And the offensive line is digging it. And so is DTR.
Well, it's not rocket science. Spread them out and then run where they're thin. It's a 4-man front. That's little slight games that they're trying to work on the outside here, and that's what made it problematic. Achille Viamahi was the one to get in the right play.
Charbonnet the setback. He keeps it. DTR. Touchdown.
Or when you've got a big back that you can inside zone and then pull it out. You track attention with your back, and then this guy right here.
And a guy that didn't leave at a time when so many at that position have. Boy, oh boy, is it paying dividends in 2022. I think, example, that was a bust. This is not. And I think he's come back.
Help them wrap those arms around. They're going fast now.
Yeah, they are. For a little help and guidance. There's an interesting formation.
Inverted bone.
Yep. And they go right to that receiver. Oh, beautiful play fake. Here goes DTR again.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like that.
A little dancing and prancing along the sidelines there, and a little woofing going on at the end of that play.
Well, Van's not a small guy, and that's why DTR kind of had the reaction that he did, right? That number makes Van look smaller than he is. He's like 6'4", 256, right? Out of Corner Canyon, and DTR says, wait a minute, what are you doing, man? Skinny really quickly. Chardonnay's got that asset about him.
Play fake again. He's going to throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. It's Bobo. Bobo, be good. That's his 73rd career touchdown pass.
They're sitting there undefeated, Timmy. He's working in the slot, does a nice job of sifting through that zone, and just finds a soft spot in the back of it.
And the sleight of hand from DTR was outstanding. 6 catches, a career high 142 a week ago for a couple of touchdowns. Bobo with his 4th of the year, and it won't be his last.
Timmy, this offense is explosive.
Plenty of time for DTR. There's that beastly tight end. Ezeki. 13 yards.
Great platform and delivery. Look at this. Nose is down on it, landed that thing.
Dean. Dorian Thompson-Robinson will keep this one on his own and usher himself out of bounds. A wise choice. We asked him a little bit about, how he had matured in those years. We saw one of his earlier starts at Oregon. It was Chip's first trip back to Eugene when he was a freshman, and he said, I got so caught up sometimes in trying to run that I forgot where I was on the field. I was running backwards and sideways and not moving forward. I look at the film now and go, gosh, did I have a lot to learn. Charbonnet, the long setback. He goes in motion. DTR lets it fly. Back shoulder. Incomplete.
Just threw one up there. Maybe that's just a reflection of that gold flare that's down.
This Bobo had a shot at this, and that ball was put, Spencer, even though he was backing up in for Kashmir Allen. Charbonnet in the setback position. He takes the play fake. He's got a wide open receiver, and he takes it, but he waited a little long for this pass.
Well, here's the catch right here, Tim, and it's a great catch, right? But it's about those reads. You got a guy streaking down the middle of the field. That's Logan Loya. I mentioned him before the break. They're going to go fast. We know that, but you got to be able to see those reads.
On the check down now, DTR does what he does. Oh, and it's DTR keeping it. And he just takes the seat right there on his fanny. And it's a first down.
Yeah, he just sits down, man.
Boom. 13 carries for 149. Play fake to him again. There's a stiff arm from DTR.
That's great.
And he's down at the 5. Fillinger again.
And Van Fillinger is something special. Watch him, number 7. And he's got Vaughn there helping him as well. DTR disposes of him between Herbert and then Fillinger right there trapping him.
DTR nice, on the rollout. He's got his man. It's dropped in the end zone.
And you see Bobo right here on the inside. He knows where he's going, right? You still got to be able to use your hands here. And don't let it climb enough to do that.
3rd and goal.
Nice.
Slant, caught, touchdown. Oh, no, they're going to say, what? They say touchdown. And it's a touchdown, UCLA.
Colleyville Heritage's finest, man. He stuck that 6-foot frame in there.
Complete there versus deemed complete at the 45. The Bruins come out fast, quick, and successful.
Creating a natural pick. You see that boundary corner out there? He gets manned up mashed, but he's got to understand that out route in 18 version of himself when put in these situations.
3rd and 6, blitz coming right up the gut. DTR needs help. And he shoots it long and incomplete. Up around the 45, intended for Bobo. Crowd wants a flag. They're not going to get it. The coverage by Clark Phillips, who has been outstanding this season. 3 interceptions on the year, including a pick 6. A roughing call on DTR. Wow. And there it is, Karane Reed. And that'll cost you.
Yeah, that hurts too, because again,
if he just doesn't extend the arm, Spence.
Morgan Scalley has done a wonderful job of positioning him in those rare 3rd and long situations that they defended it perfectly.
Yep, they did. So from the 43, it's first down. DTR with pressure, delivers it. It's caught. It's Titus. Yes. And it was a beauty with pressure.
And he's got pressure in his face again coming from depth. And Tim, that's the kind of pressure that'll make you change your mind. But that 2018 version of him would have thrown an interception more than likely, or Tim.
Oh, it's a little option pitch to Keegan Jones to the wide side. He's got speed. And the tight end, Ezeki, has come into the game.
Nice switch route.
And they're going to go to the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. That was Jones, the intended receiver. And previous play, you see Dorian showing a little leadership, working with DeGiorgio. Hang in there, or as you like to say, hold your water.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing that's kind of been a part of his evolution. And, DTR told us he's developed an affinity for and appreciation of motivating guys differently. And not everybody's can be shoehorned into the same approach.
Yep. He wasn't like that in high school. This is college, and you got to treat your teammates differently.
They're going to give him fan protection because of the blitz here.
Over the middle, it's
nice.
Bobo. It's touchdown.
Pocket to be successful. Communication is part of it. Trips formation again. A nice little nod inside. A little.
Dartmouth was a captain in 1991. His mom played ice hockey at Dartmouth. He doesn't need skates in this sport. 28-18. Those gritty little Bruins. Or gutty. They're gutty. There's DTR, his 75th career touchdown pass. He's got 3 today, tying Hundley for most in UCLA history. And here's the communication on that last touchdown, Spence.
Yeah, it's really all about Raekwon O'Neal and Antonio Mafi. Watch him. The padding of the hips right here. But these two guys lets the back know that I'm going to leave him open for you. We're going to fan this thing. Hey, all right, I'm going to fan it. I'm going to lead this inside guy for number 24. You better step up. He weighs 40 pounds more than you, and he comes from depth, and boom. Chardonnay stops him. Everybody's manned up. The laser is delivered. That's evolution of a quarterback, DTR.
DTR was talking to us about yesterday when we met. Nice. It's all about this drive right here. It's all about this.
That's going to be grounded.
Yeah, that really hurts him.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 1. He was in the pocket. No player in the area to receive a pass that was eligible. Lost it down. 2nd down.
I think Reed was bringing the pressure. 21. Watch him come from depth here. Area's the linebacker, and he makes him throw the ball away. Doesn't get outside the...
You know, he could have just thrown it more shallow, and he had a receiver. Could have been incomplete that way. Yep.
Here it comes again. Game inside.
Underneath, he finds his man.
Wow, that's how you make
Beautiful play. That's Logan Loya. Logan Loya is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins, 70 yards. Spencer, as we open the second half, both teams want to play tough, but in the end, which team will touchdown of the season? Just a remarkable answer after being put behind the sticks on one of his worst plays of the day. Bruins up by 10. This is a Bruins team that has changed the narrative in the Pac-12 this afternoon. And maybe prior to last week's win over the ranked Washington, UCLA's legitimacy was being called out. Certain members of the media called them out. Dorian Thompson-Robinson noticed this and retweeted it. UCLA went on to get their biggest win of the season last Friday night. And then, of course, DTR keep on keeping on here today after 4 touchdowns. I think you clearly, from an offensive standpoint, you see how much better they are. And that's Kazmir Allen setting sail.
Complicated, but it's very effective.
I mean, at the end of the day, Utah's going to have almost 500 yards of total offense, but they've not been able to translate that into points. And you yield. Oh, that's a beautiful play. How about that concept to Cash? And it's tough sometimes to impress them. They get caught up sometimes, and he already has his career high, 198 yards. Now he's going to throw it, and it's picked. It's going the other way.
House call.
DTR is trying really hard to find Clark Phillips. He won't. It's a touchdown for Utah.
You have to slide a little extra NIL money his way for that one.
By the way, wasn't that a great story he told?
Great story.
Folks, you hear so much, and listen, my generation is as guilty of it as anybody. The game's going to change. It's not going to be as good. They're getting some revenue now. Listen, he took that NIL money, took his whole offensive line out to eat, wined them and dined them. That's what young men that are leaders have now an opportunity to do that they couldn't in the past.
Absolutely. And when they make mistakes like that, he wants to be the first one to atone for it, Timmy. And that's the thing that's special about him. Clark Phillips made him pay for a mistake. But I guarantee you, he's going to come, his DTR, to the sideline in a contrite spirit.
Get this and then get another one. But Acho is back at the Fox lot along with Chris Peterson. And, of course, the Sarge, Mike Hill. And they'll get you ready for that USC-Wazoo matchup. Spencer, this was a blast. Our first trip to Keith Jackson's broadcast center, and oh, Nelly, it was quite an experience for yours truly.
Well, to be sure, it was hot.
My thanks to Spencer Tillman, Scott Alexander, our content coordinator. Brett Bender did a marvelous job spotting for us today. Sean Wiggins, a.k.a. Wiggy, our liaison, our producer who hosted us for dinner. Got to give him credit. Yeah.